Hello, and today I wanted to do a map analyzation. So, just to get an idea of what we can do in this map, what you can't do, what the best course of action is.
Scouts reporting for duty.
It's not the biggest map, and the main thing is it has these bodies of water running through it that are classed as like bad terrain. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 capping points on either side and a relic. And then in the middle, you've got like 2 outer critical locations and then a crit location in the middle. And I think because of the nature of it, you don't want to get too aggressive.
Scouts reporting for duty.
You want to just keep to your side of the map, make sure you've built up your resources, you've got your listening posts, and then build up an army from there.
Defending objective.
As we can see, this Space Marine players, he's got 3 of the scout squad so far. And I'm playing Tau. I've got 2 stealth suit teams and getting a Tau commander. I think this guy's going for a commander as well. Yeah. Only 2 servitors. That's good and healthy. So yeah, the initial part of the map is just building up your base. Not much to say about this, but you can kind of poke around these areas, but you need to be really careful of what terrain you're on. Especially if you're Necrons. This is a good Necron map because it ignores these bodies of water. Doesn't really affect your Necron warriors. So if you can get, say, fire warriors, Tau fire warriors trapped in there, then you're in for a good time. So the 2 Tau stealth suits are going to the 2 outer wings. And scouts for the Space Marines are capturing the 2 points here. Looks like pretty even, 56 to 56, 10 to 10. Slight advantage for the Space Marines. 68 to 62. Now, with the Tau stealth suits, it's always a dilemma. It's a bit of a trick because you think, oh, if you upgrade the stealth suits, you can fight scouts with them and you can try and take some of the scouts out. But they're 65 to reinforce and they're doing less than 10 damage each. Whereas the scouts are doing about twice as much damage and they're 45 to reinforce. So the maths just don't add up. Sending your commander in to take a scout out is perfectly fine though. See, this scout would be sitting here for ages trying to take out a... Well, the stealth suit would take ages to take a scout out. So as we can see, fire warriors, we've got picking up the relic there. On the other side we've got the scouts. Just building up a squad of Space Marines.
Victory countdown has begun.
And listening posts are all set up.
Taking damage.
Yeah, that just illustrates the point. I mean, they're barely losing hit points until the Tower General comes along, the commander. Now the stealth suits are valuable in the second tier because you can make them anti-vehicle. It's a bit of a heavy investment, but I was kind of low on anti-vehicle unless you start investing heavily into vehicles yourself. So no one's got the scout yet, but I was the Space Marine guy. I'd be trying to build a, here we go, skull probe. Now as Tau, I should have jetpacked this guy out before the skull probe came. Just bring in Kroot and Tau and the commander to try and take a little bit of an attack there. Second Space Marine squad, so that's a lot of pressure on the Tau player. I mean, 92 to 20, 82 to 10. The tower really needs that extra energy though, because the only way to upgrade is to get that next path to enlightenment. It costs a lot of extra energy.
Yes, my lord.
So the flamers, 29 to 37 damage. So it's not that much different to the damage from a bolter. So unless you're dealing like heavy morale damage, if you're up against Imperial Guard for example, it's not really worth it. Now we're using the Crute to take this critical location. And there's a second squad of Fire Warriors coming out. It looks like the Space Marines are pushing on the west side. Now the Tower Commander should back off and place a snare trap here. He's just going to keep shooting. Tower Squad should be reinforcing, but they're not. See the Space Marines reinforcing. Squad of 9, Squad of 6 versus 3 Fire Warriors. No bueno. And that's the crazy thing, Space Marines are only 50 to reinforce. These guys are 70.
The enemy is attacking.
Yeah. Miss micro on the stealth teams there. And then the Crutes are fighting this assault squad. Thing is, 55 for an assault squad and Crute only 45 to reinforce, but the assault squad are doing a fair bit more damage, so you really need the Crute numbers for it to be effective. Plus they don't have the mobility until you get to tier 2 with them. These assault marines could have been taken out. So the best thing to do in this scenario for the tower is to focus on the Space Marines. The assault marines are, they're low numbers, but if you can tie up the Space Marines shooting with the Crute, then the rest of the guys lay some cover and fire, it could work out. Just checking here, it's 98 to 20, 98 to 20, so it's kind of even, but the sneaky scout squad here should be taking that. They're just standing there. Skull probe's useless there. Oh, that assault squad was close. When I was playing this, it felt like I was really losing, but it's kind of more even here. If the Crute survived, it would have been a lot better. Got some Pathfinders out. They should be targeting the assault squad. If we had Crute. Oh, that was so close. I mean, the Skull Probe, it's not really going to do much damage. That's miss micro on the Pathfinders, they shouldn't have went that far in. And I paid the price for that. So he's focusing on this. Tower's reinforcing, but Space Marine's kind of floating for energy. They're going for the frag grenade upgrade.
The enemy is attacking.
See, that's the thing. Of equal on the requisition, but because it's so more expensive to reinforce, and the Space Marines can upgrade quite easy if they've got their armory there. Now we do get a bit of a lucky hit here. We'll just swing that camera around. See, the pathfinding, they should have all went the same way, but kind of got split up. It was unfortunate. Managed to get that snare trap to go off.
We stand ready.
And the 2 Space Marine squads have been taken out. Get back to a normal view. Now, as the tower, the best thing, what I should have done was push the advantage. I was feeling a bit defensive. I didn't know if he had any more squads around. Just thought I'd back off, try and build up again. Whereas he's decided to take the critical location, he's taking the middle one.
What's your order?
If I knew it was just the assault marines, I would have went straight in there. He's getting a second assault squad and a third plasma generator. Gonna try and push in with these guys. Problem is, Tower Commander's so low as well, you kind of don't want to risk him too much. 30 hit points. That was a bad call, sending him in. Listening post getting upgraded. Let's see how this plays out. See, if the stealth team hadn't been killed earlier, we could have had the stealth team taking this out. These guys could have pushed in a bit more aggressively. At the moment, we're getting another Pathfinder, another stealth team.
Stealth suit ready.
I think the only reason I got the stealth suit is because I was concerned they'd start pumping vehicles out. Wasn't aware if they're in tier 2 or not. He's got 2 fully upgraded Assault Marine squads there, reinforced. And the Space Marine squad. That's the good thing about the Space Marines is they can adapt the basic units. Missile launchers, anti-vehicle, heavy bolters, anti-infantry.
The enemy has found us.
Once they establish what type of army you have, they can adapt on the fly.
For the greater good.
Yeah, just sitting there was a bad idea. Problem is, if you start putting squads in one by one, they're just going to get decimated. Especially with those Assault Marines. So we're going for a vehicle beacon. With the idea of getting a Barracuda, because that'll be good against the Assault Marines. As far as I'm aware, the Assault can't put the melta bombs up onto a Barracuda. But these guys can get the missile launchers. So I'm going to try and push for this listening post. Again, Pathfinders. I didn't assign them to any numbers, so that would have been a lot easier to micromanage. But we're nearly taking this listening post out. They're going to push along. And then immediately flee, because it's ranged against melee and ranged. Force Commander's looking pretty low. It would have been a juicy snapshot. But as you can see on the map, the Pathfinder's just taken us all the way up there where there's zero cover. So I should have stayed up there and kept shooting them. Barracuda's getting built. Yeah, it was just a mad scramble at that point, trying to get everyone back to the base. Lost the Pathfinders, lost the Tower Commander, lost most of the Fire Warrior team. Let's see how they adapt here. They had a Flamer, 2 Space Marine squads, 2 Assault squads, and then these stealth teams are trying to take the outer sides, but that's a more immediate problem having to deal with these guys here.
Until take and hold victory.
I've encountered this a couple of times where there's been a force invading the base and the Fire Warriors are just forced to keep running around in circles, hoping that some of the listening posts will take something off. Do have some recruits popping up here. Unfortunately there was no recruit upgrade, it was just a Fire Warrior upgrade in the Path to Enlightenment. So no pounce attacks for the recruits, that would have been handy. But yeah, like, they're just so oppressive, you can't stop moving. And here's the thing, the Space Marines standard units can still pack a good punch in the melee. I think it's a bit more than the recruit, so about 30 to 40 in melee damage, and the recruit can only do 30 to 45. 45 to reinforce them, 50 to reinforce. So technically the recruit are stronger in numbers, in mass. And they would have more hit points if they had managed to cannibalize a little bit, but it's an update there, but that's clutching at straws, pure desperation. Just auto-reinforcing recruit. There is a point where I've got them on the back foot here, but they've got extra rec, Got another Space Marine squad coming out. Just trying to deal with the missile launchers. Once they come out, Barracudas are toast. Shouldn't be building that third Barracuda, that's a waste of resources. But what's the alternative? Building stealth suits maybe?
3 minutes until taken hold victory.
Yeah, I think this is a GG coming up.
You can't kill.
I mean, they've got another assault squad there. They've just mass Space Marines. And pound for pound, you just can't keep up with it as Tau. Even if I was going to fight it, it might have been a base trade. And what I could have done was sent the Barracuda straight over to take out some of the plasma generators, but that just means the base would have been even weaker. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Hope you guys got an idea of how to play this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye.